Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Wired In. I have a confession to make. I've been putting off Emerald Island and this world in general. I literally came up with a whole new survival series. The idea is not new, but me doing it is new. The Nether survival series. Yeah, that was basically just procrastination. But I just wanted to come up here to get a good look at our continent. As you can see, got a couple of farms here, and got the iron farm there. And right here is where I'm planning to make a village, and also maybe incorporate a wool farm, because all of these right here are to trade for emeralds, considering that this is Emerald Island. Yeah, so you can trade iron for emeralds, the crops, the melons and pumpkins, the sugarcane for paper basically. Then we've got some fish for the fishmongers, the fishermen. I don't know why I say fishmongers. I don't even use that term in real life. And yeah, base looking good as ever. I missed this base. Another axolotl. I don't have a bucket. Oh, I actually don't have a bucket. That's an odd thing for me to not have. Right, there's no more procrastination for me at this time, because we need to finish this island. I've got plans for the future and we need to finish this pronto. Alright, so in today's episode what we're going to do is basically start off with the village that we're going to make right here. It's going to be pretty small considering the size of the area, but it should look cool with the island. And I'm going to finish the mountain at the end of the episode, because this is my recording time and I don't have a lot of time to record in the day. So the time lapse is something that I can do without my voice being needed. Okay, so I've got some moss blocks in my hand, and what I'm going to do is mark out the villages, the buildings in which the villager will stay. So this is going to be by the cliffside. I think a nice house here would be fine. That's too close. And just like that, I finished marking out the area. As you can see, what I've done is I've planned a couple of housing units at the back there. So I'm going to make all of these the housing units. And this is probably going to be the library with librarian. And over here, probably another house. And yes, all the pathways lead. I'm going to make this the town center. And this little guy, whoever's gonna live here, has to do all the work for the village. So I'm gonna make a farmer villager here, or maybe two of them. And all the empty space you see here, I'm gonna basically fill it up with some farms. Yeah, so hopefully it should look good. Now let's get down to block pallets and building. Okay, I've never made a single block pallet in my life. Okay, now block pallets. Let's see. This is a nice block pallet. Use the emeralds against the emeralds. So we got some wood. We got a lot of spruce going on. I kind of want to make the village a little bit different. So we could possibly use some oak logs. And in terms of deep slate, we've got 5 stacks. I don't think that's going to be enough though. We've got a bunch of smooth stone, which I think I'm going to use because it's kind of light. Some calcite. Black stone, definitely. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is build on camera, and then I'll build all the buildings behind me in a time lapse in the replay mod. Okay, we're going to use oak logs for this guy. So right off the bat, I know that I want these to be oak logs, and there's no particular reasoning to it. Let's go too high. No, that's 3 high. So this building is gonna be kind of the farm as the farmhouse, the silo. It's not gonna be super tall. All these builds are gonna be kind of short, except for maybe that one in the middle. And it's also kind of like the watchtower, but not really a tower. So they're gonna have access to all sides to look through. So the farmer villagers, in theory, are supposed to warn. Wait a minute. This actually looks nice. You know what? I'm gonna be daring. No one's ever done this before. That's right. You're watching exclusive footage. Never seen before. Building with moss blocks. It's a bit dangerous because you can easily break it. So what I think we can do is go simple with this build and make a light roof, because all the builds that I made as the player on the island are dark, and I want the villagers to be contrasting. I mean, I hope that makes sense. Maybe. Yeah, that should be good enough. I'm not sure if I like the pointed roof, but we'll see. Yeah, this is nice. It's kind of cozy. It definitely looks like a place a farmer would stay in. Right? I mean, I gotta replace the floor. So we're gonna make the floor dark. The roof is light. And the floor is dark. Okay, so already looking really cozy inside. I mean, I would live here for sure. Also, I just realized I used the moss blocks like out of instinct, but this is Emerald Island, right? It has to be moss blocks. I mean, look at it. It's green and tasty and soft and green and tasty. Alright, so I'm gonna try to integrate as much moss into the builds as possible. And oh yeah, oh no, I just realized something. I started making the villages, but I need villagers. It's too early in the morning for me to be dealing with the villagers. Alright, now that we have the first building in, the farmer building, I'm gonna cut into a time lapse. I'm gonna try to use the moss block as much as possible. I'm gonna make a couple of buildings. I'm gonna do the farms around us, and then I will meet you back, and then we'll talk about making the mountain. Until then, let's get to it. So, welcome back. I've been under the weather. Okay, I'm just loading the world apparently. So I've been under the weather for the past day, and that's why this build took me so long. And I don't think you can hear it, but I can definitely feel it. Oh, moss farm. Island. Oh, it's turning nighttime. Better do this fast. Alright, so as we look at the beautiful moon, so round and tasty, must taste like cheese. Anyway, yeah, I finished the village. As you can tell, it is tiny, and we've got the wheat farm here, which I really love because it brings a whole lot of life to the area than just a couple of buildings, because this adds to the the story that villagers need food, otherwise they'd starve and die, and that's not good for anyone. And as you can see here, this is the site that the player built, which is me. So this is the site that I took over and placed a bunch of my farms to make emeralds. And the villagers, they're actually not too sad about it. They're kind of happy because they get the items for emeralds. and clearly I haven't lit up the builds. Okay, so let's get down and get a closer look, shall we? Okay, so I missed that zombie. As you can see, this is an absolute mob farm. I got an arrow in my knee, in my arm, and in my shoulder, so I don't know how I'm surviving, but Eye of the Tiger starts playing. Obviously, you can't do that for copyright reasons. Anyway, so I finished the farm. Gotta get farms out of my mind. I finished the village, and as you can tell, the wheat farm has been growing pretty much. The wheat fields. I really love the wheat fields, man. They look so good. And yeah, so I went with the moss, basically a whole lot of green because this is Emerald Island, you see. And as you can see, we've got a couple of buildings, so let me walk you through. We used smooth stone for the base of every single building and oak for the pillars of every single building. Got the oak doors here, very fancy. And we got some dark oak slabs on the floor and spruce slabs on the ceiling. Lanterns, obviously. We got some glass. All the basic stuff. As you can tell, the interior is not the greatest interior in the world. And yeah, so this building will be the librarian. You didn't see that. So this building will be the I hear mobs everywhere. Will be the library, so we'll have the librarian living in there. And this building will have our iron farmers, or the guys that give us iron, because it's obviously the richest building because it's got a dark oak roof. Okay, clearly I didn't run out of deep dark oak slabs for the rest of the builds. And this is where the poorest villager will be staying. It's a 9x9 room, so he only has room for a bed. Did not mean to do that. Hello, sir. And over here we've got a pretty decent sized room. We'll probably put a couple of shepherds or some more farmers. Actually, not farmers. We got that for the farmers. Some sort of villager in there. And right here we got a nice big area, so we can do something here as well. Probably fishermen for string, because we've got a string farm underneath with the poisonous cave spiders. And this building, I think we can keep the shepherds in here instead. And we need to make a wool farm, by the way. That's something. Yeah, so that wool farm is working pretty good, but we need more wool if we're going to trade for emeralds. And this is going to be the town hall. As you can see, it's the center point of the whole town. I might hang a bell in here or up there, whichever is more convenient, or both actually. Reason being, if there's a raid going on, I can just shoot an arrow and ding, it hits the bell, and we can look at the villagers wherever they are. And again, we've got our wheat fields here, which I really like the look of from afar, and that is what I'm going to show you right now. So let's go afar, like Jafar, in your car. I'm sorry. Okay, so as you can tell from this view, right on top of the mob farm, so we've got the player items here. So we've got a pumpkin melon farm, a microcrop farm, a fishing AFK fish farm, and the sugarcane farm, which is, by the way, running fantastically. And then we've got our iron farm, which isn't running because I've got the entity distance on 50 for some reason. I don't remember why. And right here we've got, as you can see, all the villages with the town hall in the center. I might change up that roof though, now that I look at it from here. Alright, so now I'm gonna cut to another time lapse. I hope you don't mind that I cut to another time lapse, but I have to, because I don't think you want to see me place 1,000,000 blocks unless it's for like charity or something. And yeah, so we might actually finish Emerald Island this episode, which I'm really excited about. And oh, I've got a surprise for you. Come close. So at the end of the episode, I'm gonna reveal something gigantic. Like, it's literally just gonna break your mind. Okay, your mind is a block and it's gonna break your mind. Literally just gonna break it. Like a pickaxe to a block, your mind's gonna be broken. So stay tuned for that. And now, let's get to it. mic. I hope you're working now, Mike. Mic is the microphone. Yeah, because I did this whole thing again. And welcome back, by the way. I already welcomed you, but you weren't here to listen to it because my stupid butt forgot to turn on the mic. Anyway, we got Baby Ahjay. I finished this project here, and I have to say I was intimidated at first. That's why I spent 3 whole weeks not doing this, not making this project. But I think, yeah, it turned out good. Want to check out for yourself? Yeah. Bada boom. I didn't say bada bing, but never mind. As you can see, we've got a small chest monster here, which we can ignore, and the mountain is looking absolutely gorgeous, man. I still got some work to do, as in make the mountain taller, but let's head through the village right now. So as you enter the village, we've got golden wheat fields, basically absolute bliss. And right in here, we've got the farmer's quarters. As you can see, I did some interior, and yeah, so they hang out there. And right here is the librarian's house. So we've got a couple of benches so that they can sit here with a morning cup of coffee, read a book, get some knowledge. And I'm gonna add some bookshelves in here later on. They can get out here to the town hall where they can sit and discuss villager things, which I'm not sure what they are. Probably emeralds, stonks. And we've got the poorest villager's house, which is just it's just a chair and a table. And a bed too. I mean, that's a given. And we got the richest villager's house, who ironically I forgot. No. Okay. I think I ruined. Jeez. Then we got the richest villager's house, who's ironically got nothing. So he's got the best view, and he's got the dark oak roof as well as the floor, and he's got no furniture. And over here is where I am planning to keep a bunch of string farmers. So we got some fishermen here who trade for string, and that is because of something I will let you know later. And here is the biggest house of all, which we got a bench here, a couple of workstations, which I will shift out for shepherds because wool or more string. I think string is the better option to go, so I can make more emeralds. And or wool. I mean, I don't know. I'll make this the shepherd's house. I might add another bed, another shepherd thing, what's it called? A loom. I'll add another loom, maybe 2 more, just to make more emeralds. No, shut up. Wait. Oh, it's a regular bucket. I thought it would be a Ahjay. Well, F's in the chat for me. I gotta do some more work here. Come on, baby Ahjay, get out of my inventory. Does too much damage already. Okay, so now that's taken care of. So yeah, that's the whole tour. I've got to add some bells in there. So the village is basically, I picked up more wheat. The village and more wheat. Okay, can I talk now? Wheat, can I talk now? Okay. So the village is basically kind of done. I just need to bring the villagers in, which we will do in a later episode because villagers, am I right? And yeah, I like the mountain. I think I'm gonna extend the mountain here. That's why it kind of looks off. So I'm planning to use some dark blocks like deep slate to kind of point out that this whole place just erupted. Sorry for the seizure. This whole place just erupted and then it solidified over time. It's completely inactive right now, and it's got a lot of green growing on it, so it's very emerald-esque. Yeah, that's the right word. And as usual, I love my area better than the village area, though I built both of them. So yeah, and I've got a sneak peek for you guys, which you've already sneak peeked at before. So if you come in here, oh yeah. So I made a whole secret entrance here. So this is going to be my new base. I probably have to move my stuff in here. I got this tiny cozy corner in here, which might be my bedroom. And yeah, looking pretty good. It's kind of like overgrown. Once we get a couple of more deep slate blocks in and get rid of that mess, this probably look really good. So I need some help from you guys. Do I basically continue the mountain inwards on all sides, or do I leave it like this? Because I kind of, even though it doesn't make sense through physics, I kind of like it that it's overhanging, so it kind of gives a whole different feel to this area. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. I mean, I did spend a lot of time on this video, please. It will be greatly appreciated. Okay, you will get one high five from Baby Ahjay for every comment you give. Alright, so that is pretty much the project. I gotta tell you, man, I love dramatic skies, especially in the evening. This is a resource pack. I think it's by the Bomb 64. I'm not sure, but I just see that on my loading screen anyway. Look at this, it's just freaking amazing. I like this way better than the original Clouds Mojang, if you're listening. Also, oh my god, I'm so proud of this. This is amazing. I've never actually made a project this big before, so it's kind of cool to see that. This is the starter island, by the way, so it kind of looks like it's tiny in comparison. There's so much going on over here. So right over here is where we have our farms, sugarcane, melons, you know the sort, the micro farm, the fish farm, and that's the entrance to the inside, which is a sort of a cove area. So you go down there into the spider farm, and we've got our iron farm over there in the background, looking all types of cool. Which I basically fixed that as well, because I made this before my iron farm tutorial, which is basically the best iron farm module that I've ever made in the history of YouTube. And I just added a daylight sensor right there, so it still works. You can't see the beds because of entity distance. I've rendered it down to 50, and we've got a couple of vines growing back in. We've got the mountain sloping up. We're gonna add some deep slate maybe, or coal, hopefully. And we got the amazing wheat fields. From this distance, looks amazing. You walk through the path here, you enter the village. The village is looking really good on its own. And I kind of like that I added the single dark oak roof there, because otherwise this one building would be standing out more than it already is standing out. So yeah, especially the touch with the chimneys. I think that's really cool. Gives it a little bit of life. And hopefully next episode we finish doing what we do with the Emerald Island. We get some villagers in, we start generating some emeralds, and that will basically be it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk to him next episode. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and a comment if you think this episode was amazing. It's the best episode you've ever seen in your entire life. I am currently floating in midair. My feet are not on any block. Alright, before I ramble on. Alright, so if you're wondering what the big announcement is, I'm sorry to interrupt the outro, but yeah, I told you your mine's gonna be a block and it's gonna break. Well, this is mind 1 and mind 8. So I just broke 8 mines right now. Get it? I broke blocks. Damn it, I broke blocks. Because I'm going to be part of a server called Block Breaking SMP. The SMP is not part of the name. And yeah, so I've met these couple of individuals, all fellow YouTubers, all amazing YouTubers, and I've gotten to know them this past month, I think. Yeah, and Block Breaking server is going to open on December 4th, so probably that week is when my first episode will be, because I've got some amazing plans for you guys. I've been planning this whole thing out. I say that, but I've actually been playing on this world. So basically I didn't plan a lot. I just had some ideas in my mind. So I'm really excited to be part of the server. And if you're wondering what's going to happen to this world, it's still going to remain here. I'm still going to work on this world and update it to 1.18. So really excited for 1.18 and Block Breaking SMP. I said it right this time. So without any further ado, before I ramble on, I hope you enjoyed. See you later. Bye.